is an exhibition about Athens, the city, its architecture and its people. There are mainly two thematics in this exhibition. The first thematic has to do with the apartment buildings of the city, the polykatikias, as we call them in Greek. The polykatikias are something very interesting in Greece because most of the city has been constructed by them. This is a single unit that has been multiplied thousands of times, and the whole city is constructed by polykatikias all around the area of Athens. In this exhibition you can see two different approaches to the issue of polykatikia. The first one has to do with black and white pictures that give an interesting perspective of the typical polykatikia, the modern vernacular of Athens, while at the same time you can see a collection of 25 examples designed by established architects of Athens. The second thematic has to do with public space, and it has focused on certain issues of public space that are taking place during the last 3 years. At the public space of Athens you can see the reflection of the social and economic crisis at the space of Athens. You can see some very interesting harsh images by photojournalist Dimitris Michalakis, which show the events, the manifestations, the homeless people, the poverty that takes place in the public space of Athens during the last 3 years. While at the same time you can see some interesting examples of the citizens' initiatives to reclaim the public space. These two main thematics constitute what we think is the common ground for architects in Athens. We believe that common ground in Athens is the troubled public space between the faces of the typical Athenian apartment buildings, the polykatikias. The installation that we have designed is constituted by a three-dimensional mosaic, a large installation base that is covered by the pictures of the polykatikias, the private domain, and the troubled public spaces. We are mostly interested to make the visitor understand that all these things that are happening in Athens are not a symptom of Athens. This is something that has to do with international society. This is something that can happen to other countries, firstly to the Mediterranean countries, as we already know, and then to the next of the world. And we also want to make people realize, understand that these difficult conditions is also a chance to be creative. It is also a chance to think again about architecture, think again about new strategies of design, and think again of how architecture and urban design can respond to the social reality and offer new solutions for the future.